Hi, it's Aneta here from Aneta I Yoga Studio and Wellness. How are you today? Hope you are well, and I'm just popping in to say hi and see how you are on this wintry day, and really wanted to chat about something that keeps coming up a lot with my clients, something that comes up a lot for me. And I know comes up for a lot of my friends as well. And that something is the subject of change. And change, how change happens in our lives, how change, the change that we choose for ourselves, the change that is enforced upon us by life and circumstances, by other people, by our health. And also how it all relates to self-love and how we can really sustain it and really feed it in our self-love and our self-compassion and kindness to self through a very little shift in the way that we perceive change and the way that we perceive life and ourselves in general. And that one thing is about viewing yourself as a one whole ecosystem. And I often see that when I initially do an assessment with a new client. They come in, we have a chat, and I assess their posture, I assess I ask about their energy levels, about their lifestyle, about their commitments, about their work, about their health, about their sleep, about their breath, all of that, stuff that comes up that creates and paints the picture of where they are at the moment. And often what I notice is that kind of split, that kind of lack of integration, coherent integration between different aspects of their lives. And how there is that misunderstanding of not noticing how every single thing affects everything else. So let me just give you an example. So the example might be about the food and thinking about the food and changing your diet, wanting to change your diet. And when you change your diet, you start eating healthier. That affects your mood, your energy levels, your quality of sleep, your level of motivation, your level of focus and productivity, the way that you feel about your body, the way that you feel about yourself as a person. It might even change your fitness levels, because you have got more energy and because you have got more motivation to actually, it's like a domino effect. The little piece, the bigger piece, bigger piece, bigger piece, and then it becomes something really big. It might change, for example, the decisions that you make about your work, because you have got more motivation, because you have got more energy, because you're feeling more positive about yourself. So ultimately, it doesn't really matter which way you come in, whether it's through food, whether it is through yoga, the fitness and movement, whether it is through practicing pranayama and breath and other yoga practices, whether it is through other fitness regimes, whether it is through mind and affirmations that are really heartfelt, and whether you start journaling and start really questioning and opening to your emotions and your thoughts. It doesn't really matter which way you come in, as long as you understand that all of it is one whole ecosystem, integrated, cohesive, amazing, intricate ecosystem. And it's exactly the same with our lives. That's another ecosystem, and within that ecosystem is our own internal ecosystem. And so the more you can think about yourself, your experience and your life, and the life in general as that interaction of everything, the more you can bring that sense of wholeness and the sense of understanding that when you do one thing, it affects everything else. That one thing can really change how you approach your health, how you approach your yoga practice, the decisions that you make. And a really nice way of looking at it is looking from the way that yoga and Ayurveda look at this, bringing things to balance. So on a very simple level, if your life is busy, on the go all the time, then what you need to balance it out is the stillness, slow movement, slowing down, long, deep breaths, and awareness. If your life is very slow and not moving, then you need something that will complement it. Some more movement, maybe a dance, maybe going for a longer walk, maybe a run, maybe a yoga class. All of those things, thinking about as ecosystem is really, really important, because ultimately you simply choose what do you sustain. What is it that you want to feed? What is it that you want to nourish? And within that comes that sense of empowerment that comes with it. It's not like there are so many things in life that we cannot control, but we can control the level of our awareness and what we focus on in this moment, and how kind we are to ourselves, and how much attention we give to ourselves, to those messages from body wisdom from within. And so it made me, I was thinking a lot about this because I just started working with with few new students and doing quite a lot of assessments, and also because today I gave back the keys to my studio. And it's over 6 years of love and care and nourishment and sustenance and feeding and nourishing and love and work and all of that, and choosing to let go of that studio, knowing that this is the best decision for me, still brought up those emotions of loss and sadness and things ending. Knowing that even though I made those decisions, it's still ending. But there is also a new beginning. And sometimes we need to let go of things in order for something else to grow and develop. And thinking about ecosystem and systems thinking and how it all connects, and understanding that when I made the decision to leave the studio, how much my energy changed and how my energy is different, how my sleeping is different, how my interactions with people are different, because I'm coming from a slightly different space, feeling slightly different about who I am and what I'm doing and the choices I'm making. So all of that interaction and engagement and interconnectedness of everything. So some food for thought for you. Just reflect on those little things, how everything that we do within and in our daily life can change everything else. And what is it that you'd like to sustain? What is it that you'd like to feed and nourish? And I wish you a really wonderful day. Take care of yourself. Namaste.